Okay, this is a demo between the Visual Sound Route 66 and the staple for the music industry, the Ibanez Ts9 Tube Screamer. Everyone has one on their board. Um, One thing I'm going to point out is that the Route 66 has a little bit more boost in the volume, and the Ibanez has a little less. So right now this is how I have the tone controls set. Unison is at about 9 o'clock with this overdrive pedal. This one, because it has a little less boost in the volume, this is going to be about 10 or 11 o'clock. And you see the overdrive and the tone controls are set exactly the same. So this is a moderate overdrive setting, and I'll let you hear the difference. Here's clean sound. This is a Fender Telecaster running through a Vox AC30, and we're on the bridge pickup. That's without. This is with the Visual Sound Route 66. Ts9. So right off the bat, I can hear that there's a little more clarity and a little more top end out of the Route 66. The Ts9 sounds a little flubbier on the bass. It's not as tight. And then the overdrive sparkles a little more on the Route 66 than it does on the Ts9. So for rhythm playing, I would probably want the Route 66 just because it has the added clarity to it and not so flubby on the bass. One of the things I found that the Ts9 is really useful, if you set both gain settings about the same, you can stack an overdrive pedal. So if your rhythm sound comes from the 66 or any other overdrive you like, the Ts9 really likes to be after it, and it likes to boost your signal and just add a lot of beefiness and a little extra overdrive to kind of bring out your solos on top of the mix. So I'll play something and then I'll play a solo and show you what I'm talking about. So that could be the rhythm sound, and then you can go into your solo. So it just kind of adds that not too much volume boost, just a slight overdrive, maybe adds a tiny bit more compression to your sound and makes it a little squishier. The Ts9 is very useful for that. So we're gonna back it off a little bit here. We're still on the same tone settings. I haven't changed the volume or the tone. I'm turning the overdrive down to about 9 o'clock and let you hear what that sounds like on the Route 66. We'll do the same thing for the Ts9. Ts9. Now I find these tube screamer pedals, they like to be set at a fairly moderate setting, anywhere between 2 o'clock and 11 or so is about where they like to be, mainly because a lot of the clarity comes in with the addition of the overdrive. You get a little more top-end sparkle as the overdrive comes up on the Route 66. When you have it backed off, because it has so much volume boost, if you have the overdrive at a very low level, it's going to sound muddy until you boost the volume circuit up a little bit. That really can't be said for the Ts9. It doesn't have the same volume boost that the Route 66 has, and the Ts9 tends to get a little muddier as you turn the volume up. And I know there's mods you can get. This one's just bone stock, and some of the mods will bring out the clarity and maybe add a little more overdrive and boost to the circuit. So I would say that Visual Sound makes a much better improvement on the Ts9, and I think they really nailed it with the new circuitry that they're putting in the Visual Sounds. This is an older Route 66, and the newer ones have a better foot switch. There's a plate up here so you don't break the knobs, but in my opinion, if you're going to spend $100 and get an overdrive pedal, I would stay away from the Ts9. Although it's a great pedal, if you're really tone conscious, I would go with the Visual Sound. Thanks for watching.